What's up, everybody? We're back with some more Nova Drift.
No. Drift.
Before we begin, I'd like to thank Sir Platinum Slurk, Luan John, Meister Gherkinsalet, Bozo, Zinthus, Ultra Viper, Buzzkill, Connor McLean, Hyper Exalted God King, Spring Mega Ultra Dave, Marco Decker, and Lick Scroll 5232 for being a member of our Patreon. If you'd like to be a member of our Patreon, go to patreon.com. So I'll just see the link in the description. And today we continue our quest of giving our constructs various shields to see what happens. Because we just haven't done it a lot, and we just kind of have a series going on. And a lot of people were just like, when you have the shielded drones and stuff, you should do like zippy zap discharge stuff. And I was like, okay. So that's what we're gonna do. But unfortunately, it means that I have to take Torrent.
It really is just the best weapon for these. I mean, could you
take Bastion?
Technically do it with the lance?
It wouldn't be.
Does that work?
It wouldn't be as fast firing.
Okay. I mean, yeah, the Torrent is the fastest firing weapon.
Torrent is the speedy weapon of choice. So if we want to discharge at maximum velocity, it's got to be.
Well, discharge isn't affected by velocity.
Well, at maximum raposity.
Raposity. See, look, velocity right there. Which you should probably take anyway because you want your Torrent to hit things, right?
We want our drones, but we got allies, and we can just get a bunch of everything, and allies can hold the shield and do things. And I picked Bastion because, I don't know, I have a level of self-loathing, apparently.
Oh, jeez.
Is there any other reason why people pick Bastion?
Yeah.
Bastion's a good shield. I'm sure of it. People tell me it all the time. I don't know if they're believable people. But I'm told it a lot. I could just grab interceptors now, but I want to get the drones going. The drones are where this is really at. Oh, and we're fragmenting. Assault drones is really where it's at. Okay. This winnow is tempting, but I'm gonna want a shield effect radius at some point. And regeneration's probably pretty good when I'm not gonna have a shield on my face. So I'm just gonna grab the regen because I'm told you have to live to, you know, make builds. Make builds to live and live to make builds. Something. I was gonna say put that on a t-shirt, but I mean I literally could. Assumption, priority 0 when I have the allies and the shields. Probably not a terrible idea. Okay. We'll grab the terminal directive. We're gonna just focus on droning up these drones. At some point when we see shield cooldown, I gotta take that because that's how we get the discharge. Hey, look, shield cooldown.
Perfect.
All right, got him. Oof, there's a stonk. I don't know how much I would want to stonk. I want volatile shields to get to the discharge, but I also want elegant construction to give my shielded constructs shields.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go elegant construction first. I feel like getting this bastion shield onto them needs to be top priority because it's not doing much for me anyway. I mean, look at it; it's just a bastion shield. Echo Strike is fine, but I'm gonna get shield effect radius because that will help protect my friends once they have my Bastion Shield, and it will make the discharge zippy zaps zippy and zappier. Interceptor, you know what? You guys can revel in the majesty of Torrent 2, because if I gotta deal with it, you guys do too.
Fair enough.
Just get all of my drones drone in here. Now, since I'm going discharge, that means I can't oversee.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Because I need to be able to fire my weapon.
That's a little sad. That's fine. Maybe you'll just get all of the evolutionary nations and get more drones that way.
You know, I'm gonna fish a little bit here. I'll get the nanotech reconstruction just to keep my allies alive a little bit longer. I want to get volatile shields. I didn't take it once because I had to take something else. There's volatile shields. That'll bring us down to the discharge. I gotta find shielded constructs, which will allow me to discharge from their faces.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna re-roll here just to try to get that rolling. Oh, and now I get to choose which one I want first. I think it's shielded constructs. I think getting the shield on them first is where we're gonna go. Of course, as soon as I did it, everything exploded. Alright. My drones have very little in the way of a self-preservation instinct. You can see that by how often they are being deceased.
One or two deceased.
Alright. And there we go. Beautiful. Just how I envisioned it. We're gonna get hull strength because, you know, I'm not using that shield myself. Okay. And here's where it begins. The Zip Zap Parade begins. They're gonna fly at their enemies, and we're gonna zip and we're gonna zap. Apex Machinery, I don't think is what we want here, because the construct assembly time affects my shield with this build, and that shield will be down for a very long time. Let's see. Does overclock work with the shield with the allies and the drones?
Nearby advanced non-weapon constructs. So no, overclock does nothing for drones.
But for allies.
For allies, yes, if they are nearby.
Well, they have an advanced construct on their face at all times. When the shield's not broken.
The shield's an advanced construct?
It sure is. Type advanced construct.
Overclock is still centered on you. So
No.
I think it's the... Is it not?
No, it's centered on the constructs. See?
Huh. Alright, well then, yeah. Maybe that would work for them.
As long as the shield is up, which is only sometimes. Owie, owie.
Careful, careful,
Okay.
wee woo, very wee woo.
Yeah, we're running away.
Good lord. Maybe efficiency, since...
Yeah, but I have to
no,
fire
you're firing
a lot.
constantly, that's true.
Evasion for my allies, fire, damage. Actually, Candescence going into corrosion purification is probably a lot.
Yeah.
There goes the
Good
shield.
lord.
Yeah, the shield.
The shield just dies.
I expected it to come back. I was hoping faster because of reasons, but it just dies so fast.
It just dies so fast. Is it worth swapping them to a shield that actually has its own cooldown proper?
But that defeats the point of everything we're living with. And then that would really make Overclock sad.
Well, again, to be fair, the main point of what we're doing is we need the shield up. If the shield is going to be down too often, then we can't do what we're trying to do.
Yeah, but I think that's just the nature of the beast with the drones, because the drones are stupid.
Well, fair. Evolution's good.
Zap, zap, zap. I was also hoping with the Bastion, since it doesn't cover them completely, like, they wouldn't get hit so much with it. Also, I want to get the thing that splits the damage.
Yeah.
Between people and things. Things and people. Construct assembly speed plus 20%. I would lose a lot of Hull and Shield.
Yes.
Am I okay with that? 3, 4, 5 times 5 plus 2 is 7, and then 8, 9, 18%. That could be okay. 20% because of the Bastion. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Roll. Efficiency will get me to Gemini Protocol. I know I said I didn't want it earlier, but I forgot that I wanted Gemini Protocol. And, you know, I can stop firing when their shield is broken to get the shield back faster. It's all part of the plan. I'm not bravading. Bravading is a word. I'm anti-bravat.
You gotta be careful.
Am I often careful?
That's true, you're not.
Do I exude an aura of carefulness? That shield gonna pop.
When?
Right then.
Oh, okay. That was actually pretty good. I held on for a while. You did good damage. Where'd your drones go? Oh, they're there. They're just on you still.
Yeah, alright, I'll send them off now that the sword was just about done.
Perfect.
Okay. Got rerolls. Let's go fishing. While I am near an advanced construct, you in that construct gain hull damage resistance. I am not often near them. And it does specify me. There's a Gemini Protocol, though, so... While it protects our constructs, damage is divided between the constructs and them, so now we can zippy zap for theoretically twice as long. Oh, I forgot to send my little boys into the world. Where are you guys going? What are your plans?
I don't think they have plans.
No, their plans were just to die. As quickly and as oftenly as possible.
As oftenly?
Oftenly.
Oh, perfect. Are you gonna take Apex? It keeps showing up.
No, I refuse.
Why, though?
Because it would be awful for me.
Nah.
The idea of this build is to have a shield that does things sometimes. Admittedly, this is only very sometimes. And it would be better with any other shield, I feel. But I never use this shield, so...
Yes. It's almost like it's a very difficult shield to work with. Come from it.
Okay.
Alright, they're starting to hold on.
Yeah, we're cooking.
You're cooking and your drones are living. Well, the shield was doing fine, and then it suddenly wasn't.
And then all of my drones just were like, well, we're done. Grace Protocol would be nice, but
very good.
Let's get that purificating. Shield is just immediately gone again.
It's what it do.
It's fine. Also, ow. That comet got me. And the shield is gone again for my friends. But it's okay. You guys can do it. I believe in you. Don't actually believe in them, but don't tell them that.
Oh. Nice!
We're gonna get Radiant Shields. It's going to give an even slower shield cooldown, but it will make the zaps bigger.
Fair enough.
You know, by the end of this, I very well might change the shields, but... Look, I gotta try to get Bastion builds in every now and again. Although I distinctly remember the last time I did a Bastion build, I said it was the last time I'd ever do a Bastion build, so... Really, maybe I'm the jerk.
Yeah, but then you continue to forever do Nova Drift, so you'll eventually go back to everything.
Yeah. We could go for a Reflect Shield situation. That could be interesting.
I think Reflect isn't bad.
It's a big shield.
Yeah, which is good.
It's got a half the base cooldown of Bastion, but Bastion was affected by Construct Assembly Speed stuff. And was also affected by Priority 0. So, yeah. But this could potentially come back, like, get refreshed before it explodes, so, yeah.
I mean, you're also using a drone shield, technically using a drone shield build, which means you probably should just look for Siphon.
Well, yeah,
but Reflect is probably the next best thing, honestly.
Yeah, you know, I'm going to hold out for Siphon, if only because, look, maybe I'll use the Bastion for a little while longer.
There you go.
Hypermetabolism, adaptive armors. Zap him! Okay, stop zapping him for a minute. Get your shield back. Alright, zap him! Alright, come back. Hold on, and zap him! Okay, we're done.
I mean, they got him.
Alright.
That's pretty good, honestly.
Zap him! It's a very flashy looking build.
But is it good? Oh, there's a drone specialist.
Is that okay with everything else, especially the fact that I'm rocking a Bastion right now?
I mean, that would give you more incentive to get rid of the stupid thing.
It would give me a lot of incentive to get rid of the stupid thing.
Not saying.
All right. If I take this drone specialist, it means the next shield I see regardless of what it is, I have to take it, essentially.
Oh, not necessarily.
Oh, look what you've made me do. You've done this.
And now it just won't break, and then you'll be fine.
It won't break. It broke. Got him. Warp shield is pretty good for this, we've discovered.
That's true.
I feel like we've been down this road already, but
It's cool.
But then we can just like Tempest it and just be like, whatever, man.
No, but you don't want to Tempest it. You need it up.
Yeah, well, Tempest just means it comes back faster because it's gonna break.
But it also means it breaks faster.
Look, it's gonna break. I think we just have to come to terms with it.
I think you need to go Omni Shield.
You're the madman. I'm gonna reroll
yes.
twice more. Temporal. Don't need temporal. Don't need any of this. Take purge. I'm gonna take rapid fire, so I zap faster.
That works.
I don't think it does. Also, all of my drones just died immediately.
Well, they'll come back faster because you got the specialist.
They will. That's essentially what I'm banking on. It's just like all of my drones will die, but I'll make them back fast enough. Okay. Get that XP over there. Get that XP over there. It's not going to show me the Siphon Shield because it knows.
It's really not. Like, Reflect is fine if you want to take the Reflect.
Look, it's one we haven't done yet. Maybe we just keep cycling through shields. We'll do all of the shields in this one run.
Do all the shields in this one run to see which one feels the best. See, look, that's a pretty quick shield cooldown.
Relatively speaking, anyway. All right, get to zapping. Oh, the shield came back.
That's doing work.
Well, they're staying out of the angry. All right. Now we'll just kind of keep them safe and sound for a second, and then go. Oh, geez, yeah, the fire. The fire was. I sent them all to their deaths. It was a massacre. Feel like Child Protective Services is gonna get me for that one. I just
Hey, you gotta be careful.
sent all of my children into just fiery explosion. Okay.
You say I'm the bad mama.
Well, let's not get it twisted. In the world of Metroid, you're a pretty bad mama.
No. The mama.
Not the mama.
I am though.
Okay. We got 2 rerolls. I don't want Halo Shield. Hey, look, we can bash.
Yeah.
We're already fighting a boss. I don't want to take another challenger right now. Thank you very much. We're not finding it. It's just not there. Okay. Zip, zip, zippity zap. And the shield came back before it popped. That's what we like to see. We don't see it very often. That's why we like to see it. There it goes. Oh, I need those shields back.
Yeah, those shields need to come back now. There
Okay,
it is.
There it goes.
Look, Apex.
Outmaneuver. It's fine. Oh, XP go down to... Oh! I'll live on the event horizon. Take in all of that Hawking's radiation.
It's... Look here, you. No science here.
Why not?
I see no green frogs.
But
Trivia, man. Keep up.
okay, yep. I figured it out. Challenger.
Also, for anyone who is
Oh, that's a big challenger.
That's a big challenger. For anyone who's using like colored folders for school, I'm curious because I need to continue polling people. Alea's already chuckling in the corner because she knows where this is going. Because I have deep-seated feelings about this.
Go on.
What colors go for each different subject? Like green is science.
Is green science though?
Yes, green is science.
Is green science though?
I mean, what would you do? Green is science, red is English, yellow is history, blue is math because math makes you sad.
Well, no, all right. I almost agreed with you right up until I didn't. I agree with you that blue is math.
Alea said math is red because it makes you angry. But I'm like, also, wee woo, careful.
Yeah, we're weeing and we're wooing. No, blue is math, but it's not because it makes you sad. It's because blue is just a cool color and math is cool. And then
History is yellow. English is red.
No.
No? What do you mean no?
History is red to me.
Nah, history is definitely yellow. And Trivial Pursuit agrees.
No. We've had plenty of bloody history. Da, ba, ba, da. You know, give me that Grace Protocol. It's fine. So yeah, just thinking, just feeling with my gut because
purple is social studies.
No.
Yeah.
For being honest, I didn't color code any of my things. I'm just doing gut feelings right now. But my gut feeling is blue math hit me immediately. Red history hit me immediately. Yellow PE is something that just kind of came in. You don't have a folder for PE, but just yellow and PE seem to fit in my brain. Just trying to think of like all of the different classes now. How about instead of me trying to figure out classes and then giving colors to it, you
want me to give you a class and you put a color to it?
Yeah. I think that'll work better for me.
We'll do some hyperphantasia. I'll pick a class and you tell me what color it feels like.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got the basics. We got your math.
I was gonna say I've seen those Disney movies.
Did math. We did science. Do you have a feeling on different colors for different sciences? Like if it was biology versus, say, earth science or like chemistry.
I mean, probably, but then I think we're really getting into the weeds because I think like any kind of nature science has to be green, but I feel like that's not really thinking that outside of the box. I think that's would be a pretty common thing to associate. Maybe even a brown.
Oh, brown.
Just very earthy colors.
Let's see. Depending on your school, like history and geography might be technically part of the same, but I guess geography is technically its own class.
Yep. Geography I also picture as a blue, even though I already said math is a blue. So.
All right. What shades of blue? If you had two different blues, which one? A light blue and a dark blue.
I feel like geography would be like a deep oceany blue.
Okay.
And then math.
Although I will say, depending on where you are in the world, the ocean can be a deep blue or like a super bright teal.
Yeah.
Or like a dark purple blackness.
It would be. Yes.
The ocean is cool.
It'd be probably one of those things.
So you'd give the light blue to the math and have the dark blue to the geography?
Maybe. I'm thinking math is more of like a steel blue, maybe. I don't know.
Steel blue. Like cobalt.
Yeah.
Versus the ocean's a cerulean.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. That's
geography. See, I'm okay with geography being blue because, once again, Trivial Pursuit.
Like, you gotta pretend that Trivial Pursuit doesn't exist. Don't let Trivial Pursuit run your life, man.
I want to play more Trivial Pursuit, but I'm the only one that's trivia heavy.
I like trivia stuff. I'm okay at trivia. Well, I'm okay at playing trivia. I'm not always the best at it, but I like doing it.
Well, let's do it then. We should do that. And we should play Wheel of Fortune again. I got a streak to uphold.
That one I feel like that's not trivia. That's just word sadness.
It's sadness for you, maybe.
Yes. Look, you asked me to associate certain things. I associate Jeopardy
Trivia
with sadness.
sad. Oh, well, Jeopardy too, but Wheel of Fortune.
Oh yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Word. Yeah, well, Jeopardy I'm fine with, actually. I just said the wrong thing. But Wheel of Fortune, just word-based trivia. Just is the sadness.
Okay.
Yeah, give me a hypermetabolism. Make my health even smaller.
Well, let's see. What about sticking with school subjects? What about like a language? What if you had like a French class or a Spanish class? We technically said like English.
Yeah, so just a language class in general, I guess.
But it's a little different. Like we have our.
Maybe that would be a purple.
You think that would be a purple?
Yeah.
Or would you do one of those like fancy like Lisa Frank rose art?
I feel like the language though is largely dependent on the language. I feel like if it was French, it would be a purple. If it was Spanish, it would be a red.
Really? Okay.
I really feel like I need to unpack why I have these associations with these colors and these things.
I'm curious about that.
But it's just like the first gut thing that I feel in my soul.
Like, I can kind of see the red for Spanish, but the French being purple surprises me.
Yeah,
I would have put that as another blue, I think.
Yeah, well, the blue, red, or white if you're just going by flag colors, which happen to be 3 very common colors, as it turns out.
They are very common flag colors.
But yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Let's see. What if you had like a music studies class?
Music, I feel like would be another cool color. I don't know if it would be.
You see, what I'm gathering is that Lee has a backpack full of blue folders and has to figure out which one's which.
I like my cool colors, but I gave at least a couple of reds. I had an orange sitting in my back pocket. I couldn't figure out where I'd put the orange on.
Put orange at like art.
I feel like a music class would be a very light blue.
Okay.
I feel like if there's some kind of like shop or home ec or something where you're getting more physical with your hands, that would be the orange for me.
Okay, I can see that. What about like a computer class, like a typing class, or like a basic programming class? No folder, just flash drive.
Gray.
Oh man, I haven't seen a gray computer in forever.
That's true.
Granted, I haven't used folders from classes since the 90s, but
Yeah. Look, I'm an old enough person where to do one of my classes, I needed to have a pack of freaking 3 1/4 floppy disks.
oof.
Not quite old enough where the 5.5 floppies were necessary, but I did use them as a kid. Just
Fair.
I just wasn't using computer stuff in school at the time. But our Oregon Trail in black and green on the Macintosh at school is on 5.5 floppies, so.
Okay. All right, I've looked up schools. Excuse me now.
Oh,
Ooh.
he's trying to go homesick.
Yeah.
Did you have a go-to, like, I don't want to go to school today, what, like, I need to be sick? Did you have, like, a routine? Did you have, like, a system?
I had the easiest out in the world, and as a kid, I felt a little bad about it. Looking back now, whatever. As a child, and I still get them occasionally nowadays, but as a child, I used to get really, really, really bad migraines.
Sure.
Like, debilitatingly so. But migraines are also really easy to fake.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, if I just didn't want to do something in a day, all I had to do was just be like, I know. Lay very still, lights off, no sound. My mother is far enough downstairs that she can't hear this.
I feel like the statutes of limitations for this has got to be up by now.
Look, I'm living in her house.
Oh boy.
I ain't taking any chances. Oh yeah, wee-hoo!
Ho ho ho. We're squeaking.
Now, I will say, I didn't have to do that often. Because 9 times out of 10, I could just tell my mother I didn't want to go to school, and then I didn't have to go to school.
My mom
or
was
on
just
multiple.
like, are you dying? Well, too bad.
There were multiple times that I remember in my childhood when my mom woke up bored and was just like, "Hey, are you not feeling good today?" "I'm feeling fine." Are you sure?" "Yeah." "I mean, if you're not feeling great, you don't have to go to school today." "Oh, I see." "All right, what do you want to do? Can we play Monopoly?" "All right, let's go."
My mom was just like, I can't afford to take a day off, so you can't be sick right now. You gotta go into school right now.
No, that's very fair. No, my mother was a stay-at-home mom by choice. That's what she wanted to do. So
They're siphon. I was gonna take something else, but this was.
I haven't looked down there in like 20 minutes.
I hadn't looked in a while. I might have missed it once or twice, but I had remembered recently and was looking. Also, yeesh. I gotta just stay away from stuff for a while. Alright, the shields are back. The shields are gone. Siphon has not helped.
No, I guess not. But I pulled up a list of school subjects. And in addition to some of the things we've mentioned, or some variations, I think there's one here that's just literacy, which I don't think here in the U.S., I don't think I've ever heard of it called a literacy class, but it's clearly like an English class.
I've heard it called that.
Or language arts, I believe.
Yeah. It's got a couple of names.
But they've also separated the sciences into like chemistry, biology, physics. There is a physical education. There's one on here for information technology, and oh god, I hadn't thought about the fact that I'm an old man now. Just basic IT really should be a subject in school being taught to kids because computers are everywhere.
Yeah, but so should like doing your taxes and stuff. And last time I checked, that wasn't in schools.
I agree. But according to this IT, like, I do remember like some computer classes, but the full IT, I don't know.
Well, that's what I went to high school for. Microcomputer technology, because it's old enough where that was a phrase that was said.
Microcomputer technology. At this day and age, it'd be like cell phones now, right?
Yeah, I don't know what was so micro about it.
It just wasn't macro.
Oh, that shield's cooking now.
Cooking.
The siphon is working. Okay, there it goes.
There it goes.
But well, that's wave 200.
That's pretty good.
Bop-a-da-boop-bop-doo.
Let's see. Then 3 other classes we have on this list that I hadn't thought of. Mostly because I wouldn't have thought of this as separate classes. They have physical education and swimming listed as 2 separate ones.
But why?
I don't know. Is that a thing in maybe other countries where
Well, oftentimes swimming is just not a thing because the school doesn't have a facility to do it.
Or if it is, it's just a piece of gym 1 year.
Yeah. And I think that's something that's opt-outable, so maybe that's why they're separated.
Maybe. And then they've also got drama, which I don't know how I didn't think of theater as a class. Like, I took that for 3 years.
I've always been told to save it for your mama.
Save the drama for your mama?
Yeah.
And I don't mean that I, it got held back for stuff. I mean, I just... The electives in my high school, the music and theater department was just... You could take it at any grade, so it was just a variation of the exact same class for 4 years. But they counted as a separate class. Nice! Got him.
Got him.
And then the last one on here is citizenship, which...
that one I'm less familiar with. I feel like that's for...
Real specific schooling?
Yeah, like if you're planning on either doing something civic or doing something like in a different country, or if you're taking a class and you're from a different country.
Maybe? I don't know. Maybe like a family moves to Japan, there's probably a citizenship class.
Don't know.
Which, I don't know.
Admittedly, I've spent longer outside of school than I have been in it at this point.
It's true at this point.
I'm on the wrong side of old.
Yeah. I can say that. I can safely say that too now. Oh, man.
You had to think about it and you just went, aw, dang.
I've been out of school longer than I've been in school.
I have forgotten more than you'll ever learn.
Well, I mean, there's that, but that's its own separate issue. And here's another one that basically broke languages and sciences down even further. So there's
lots of
German, French, English.
There's lots of languages and there's lots of sciences.
Yeah. There's a religious class on this one. Or religion class. Which I have to imagine is a thing at some schools. Was not for public education for us here.
No. Private
schools definitely.
The high school that I went to was directly adjacent to a different high school that was a religion-based high school. A Catholic school.
Yep, Catholic schools. As far as I'm aware, that's like the only religious based school in this area?
Well, there's certainly more, but they're, I don't know, like less populated, I guess I'd say.
But like I could name a handful of Catholic schools just offhand. I don't think I could name a single like Jewish-based high school or like a Muslim-based high school. A Catholic school? That's just a normal thing here. Huh. Hadn't thought of that. They got Latin on here, which technically a language class, but also different in many ways.
Yeah, because that's like a root language class. You take Latin not to understand Latin, but to understand many other languages.
Yeah, to understand Romance languages.
And then you look back at English and go, what the heck are we doing?
Where did you come from? There's always been the joke about English isn't a language. It's 3 languages in a trench coat, beating up other languages in an alley and stealing drop verbs.
Oh boy, there's some things happening.
Yeah, 1 or 2 things happening.
I think this is gonna be it for me. Goodbye.
We woo?
There's a lot, like, yep.
Oh,
I tried to wrap around and then I got confuzzled and then things happened. But I knew that was going to be the end of me. As soon as they started shooting that much and replicating that much and I couldn't get my shield up, it was just like, okay, this is it. This is the big one.
Have a great time.
So we went through several shields.
Yep.
Unsurprisingly, Siphon's probably the best one.
Probably the best, but not as, like, definitive as I was expecting.
Yeah. It's really hard to keep the shield up, zapping as hard as we want it to without doing something drastic like taking, like, Omni Shield and stuff like that.
Well,
but,
and zapping that hard and just having it so spread out, right? Like, the shield's going to get hit. Because
because
the shield is covering half the screen because you got it on every drone going every which way.
Yes. But it was a fun concept to explore.
Yeah, I agree.
It did lots of zippies and even the occasional zappy.
Yeah.
So, at any rate, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Just cycling through various different shields just to see what they do. It's very efficient.
And stay in school.
Stay in school. I guess with that, we'll see you guys next time.
Okay, bye.